AXION micro5 classic microcurrent stimulator. 1750 UA. 0.01999 Hz. 50% duty cycle. Constant current. Plus, 60 V. Plus, with alternating polarity. Square and ramped wave. Tsunami wave. 5 presets. Portable, battery operated. USB charging system. 2 independent channels, with probe sharing channel 1. Pad or probe usage. Microprocessor controlled. 510, K, number K911814. Stimulator, nerve, transcutaneous, for pain relief. Introducing the AXION micro5 for 2025. The AXION micro5 represents the most advanced stimulator for pain control available today. Up close and personal with the AXION micro5 by Dr. Joe Ventura. The original line of AXION stimulators started in 1982 when I designed and manufactured a line of TENS devices for the dental profession. By 1989 it was time to update the equipment, and I spent almost an entire year on the development of the Micro5. I'm asked all the time what makes the Micro5 different. The following are all the special features I designed into the Micro5. Let's start with the case. Rather than use ABS molded plastic, we use 1/16 steel, precision bended to form an attractive and functional case. Still lightweight at 8 pounds, the case provides a solid base. The case is powder coated rather than painted. The case comes with a built-in handle for easy transport. The case features a hidden storage compartment for the accessories. The front of the case is at the perfect viewing angle for glare-free viewing and access to all functions. The metal case also provides shielding from EMF sources that might interfere with Micro5 operations. In designing the operator interface, I wanted the Micro5 to be intuitive, which is another word for stupid-proof. Other computer-controlled devices get bogged down by using menu systems that require the operator to drill down through other menus to get to the final level to select or change a setting. Not the Micro5. Every setting you can make is at the first level and is visible at all times. Simply select the parameter to change, and make the change using the numerical keypad. This can even be done in real time as a treatment is being administered. Each channel has its own independent timer for treating multiple areas or patients at the same time. You can also use the probe electrodes, which operate off channel 1 and channel 2 at the same time. The following are the setting parameters of the Micro5, 1750 UA in 1 UA increments. 0.01999 Hz in 1 Hz increments, 0.1 steps when below 1 Hz. Wave slope, standard or gentle, soft leading edge for gentle. Polarity, always positive, always negative or alternating every 2.5 seconds. Time, seconds, minutes, continuous. Channels 1 and 2 are completely independent and isolated. The power of microprocessors. The Micro5 was engineered to be the most precise microcurrent device available. Special features and software ensure this. First, upon startup, the Micro5 goes through a self-diagnostic test. RAM test. ROM test. CPU test. Display test. Output test. During treatment, the Micro5 software monitors the current, and samples it every 5 seconds to make auto-corrections. If resistance through the skin, electrode interface has risen or dropped, the Micro5 will adjust the output accordingly. If it can't handle the change, a tone is emitted and a failure is indicated on the display screen. We call this Secure Alert, and it's a Micro5 exclusive. Although the Micro5 normally only needs 12 volts to deliver the treatment, it has a reserve of 60 volts if needed. It's critical that a microcurrent device have an accurate output. Why? Most treatment is sub-sensory. If the output is not accurate, the operator will most likely never know unless the device has safeguards built into. 1. Ensure accuracy, and 2. Alert the operator if the unit fails to provide the requested output. The software of the Micro5 constantly tunes the device and monitors the output for accuracy within a very narrow operating band. Ease of use. Using what we describe as a horizontal input system, setting the Micro 5 requires pressing a single button. It comes with 5 presets utilizing the most common settings. Each can be manually adjusted using the 09 keypad. All settings are at your fingertips for the fastest setup possible. Convenience features. With the press of a button you can do the following: check battery voltage, display current, set timer to continuous, disable sound, set probe sensitivity, sequential treatments, chaining. There may be times when you want to apply 2 different treatment parameters sequentially. That's easy with the Micro 5. Press the desired first preset, press next, press the second preset, press start. That's it. Unique probe features. We use an AC current of an incredibly low amplitude to measure the resistance of the skin. This current will not pre-treat the area and provides the most accurate measuring system available. Our scan feature will scan an area for exactly 2 seconds and display the highest reading during that time. Power supply. The Micro 5 is completely portable, using a rechargeable battery system. Utilizing a USB charging system, you can recharge the batteries with the included USB wall charger, computer or car USB adapter. Batteries will last for up to about 11 hours of continuous use and recharge fully in about 4 hours, overnight. The Micro 5 is made in the USA using mostly custom manufactured parts. Each unit comes with a 2-year warranty. The Micro 5 is an FDA Class II device. AXION Micro 5, designed for the life of your practice. www.axionmicro.com. I was heading downstairs, slipped and ended up coming down hard onto my left foot. I immediately felt the pain go into my hip and I knew my SI joint was out. I have to get Robert to treat this, I thought as I limped around. Robert just received his AXION Micro 5 machine today and said he'd try it out on me first. He hooked up the leads to a couple of different spots starting at my left hip area and down into my thigh. Then he turned on the machine. I felt a slight tingling sensation when it first turned on, but this quickly subsided. A few minutes later, my left foot felt incredibly warm. I have good circulation, but for some reason, my feet are always cold. Robert put his hands on both my feet and was able to feel a marked difference in temperature. When the treatment was over, about 15 minutes later, I noted an approximately 75% decrease in pain while sitting. Once I was up walking, the discomfort was still there, but had been reduced by about 1/3. When I woke up the next morning, I was still expecting to feel some pain in my hip, but there was absolutely nothing. No pain. No discomfort at all. That AXION is awesome. My only regret is that we didn't get one sooner. Joanne Cecil, wife of Robert Cecil Lack, I had a patient present with an aggravated lumbar disc. She was in acute pain 8 to 9/10 on pain scale. I took her through my normal treatment protocol of gentle lumbar decompression, laser therapy, muscle stim, and activator adjustment. She was still in a lot of pain 7 and 8/10. So I used the AXION 5 Microcurrent on setting C. I used the surround the dragon technique on the lumbar spine. After 2 to 3 minutes of treatment, she got off the table with very little pain. She looked at me and said, "Is this permanent? Because I feel great." She walked out of my office with the pain level of 1/10. In my 24 years of practice I have never seen such quick drastic results as I am seeing with the AXION 5 Microcurrent. I highly recommend this machine. It has several different application features. It is extremely easy to learn and use. Rob A. Mayer, DC. I'm telling you, the Micro 5 and Trigenics combo package has been unbelievable. I'm looking forward to my next Trigenics seminar so my docs can really see the power of what we can do. I guarantee results in 2 visits, for most of the patients, or I don't accept them for care. I'm currently doing a 24-visit program and believe the Micro 5 may be able to get me down to 18 visits. Same fee of course, $5,961 for most conditions. Andy Barlow, Trigenics USA and AFNI. In 15 years of practice, I have not added a more powerful tool to my practical arsenal than the AXION Micro 5. It's hard to imagine even one day of practice without it, and the applications have been as diverse as they are breakthrough. Besides offering our patients state-of-the-art structural chiropractic care and decompression, We have become a locally known expert resource in knee pain, shoulder pain, and something completely in the previously uncharted territory for us, neuropathy. We are now beginning the application of microcurrent with adding acupuncture and other modalities for ADD work and TMD resolution. My only concern is that I will soon need 3 more units per quarter with the growth we are experiencing, and we owe it mostly to the Micro5 and the expert instruction of Dr. Joe Ventura. Alex Ginsberg, D.C., Chicago, Illinois. The AXION micro5 is a dynamic, American-made instrument, capable of providing the true, healing current, to tissues unlike any other electrical stimulator on the market. The treatments given with my device are protocol-specific, and are substantially effective in relieving musculoskeletal pain, providing aesthetic facial rejuvenation procedures, treating acupressure points electronically, and aiding in stress management, peripheral neuropathy, and brain entrainment procedures, to name a few. No other machine can function so resourcefully as the AXION micro5, a perfect clinical tool for any office. Dr. Sam Amari, Jr. The AXION micro5 is the most versatile piece of equipment a doctor can have in his office. It eliminates the need for EMS, lasers, and ultrasound by having the ability to combine pain control, anti-inflammation, and healing all in one machine. I wanted a machine that worked on healing and quick pain relief. The AXION micro5 delivers such results. After an adjustment, I use the pain frequency followed by the healing frequency. So the patient has the best possible results in a very short time. Most of the time, a patient comes off the table saying they feel much better and can instantly show an increased ROM. In my opinion, chiropractors are in the business of healing. And if we can accelerate the rate of healing with a device like the AXION micro5, every healing art should be using this low-frequency machine in their practice because it works. Dr. Joe D. I've been using the AXION micro5 for both facials and pain relief. The facial treatments have resulted in more youthful appearances for my clients. Their skin is firmer, wrinkles are reduced, and it has a radiant glow. My clients and I have been very happy with the results. The pain treatments are also amazing. I've been able to relieve people of pain that they've been suffering from for years. I've also had great success in speeding up the recovery of new injuries. I love being able to offer the AXION micro5 treatments to my clients. Erin Butterbrot. Dear Dr. Ventura, I use the micro5 mainly to treat muscle aches and pains, which I find to be very effective. I am learning to see what other ailments micro5 can treat, which I think is a wonderful machine. Thank you. Julian Chia. I have been using the micro5 AXION since January 2015 to various patients with cases like frozen shoulder, shoulder tendonitis, knee pain, macular degeneration, facial rejuvenation, etc. The most recent patient whom I treated for shoulder tendonitis told me he would normally wake up with a pain scale of 8/10 the day after playing badminton, and could only do 5 push-ups. Just last weekend, for the first time, I treated his shoulder injury after his game. When he woke up the next day, he noted that there was still a little pain, but he was able to do 30 push-ups. He said the micro5 AXION blew his mind. Philip Pimentel. I have been practicing for over 10 years and have personally administered over 70,000 treatments. I have had many machines and gadgets in my clinic over the years, from cheap to expensive, $50 to $10,000. I have had them for a multitude of conditions I wanted them to help. I have to say though, I have never had a device that so many of my patients request that I use it again once they experience the AXION micro5. I originally bought the micro5 for my eye patients, but soon realized it is amazing for hundreds of things. In an average day where I see 30, I use it on at least 15 plus patients for all sorts of issues. This machine is medically amazing. I wonder if at some point my patients won't need my needles or acupuncture. They will just say, "Give me the machine." I couldn't be happier. The micro5 is amazing. I plan to order a few more. I need one for each room. By far the best purchase I've made in 10 years. Brad Wisnant, doctor of Chinese medicine and acupuncture, we pulled off a miracle in last 24 hours. Paige was injured in the first round Thursday night. Jammed her patella, it was incredibly swollen. She was 3/5 lame. I worked on her from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. only using preset sequences. By morning she was 100%, and won the second go last night. Leslie Maynard discussing treatment of CP Dark Moon, Page, at the 2017 National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. I have been using the AXION micro5 machine for quite some time now, but the new iProbe attachment for me has been a game changer. I use it a lot for treatment of the eyes, joints, bones, and all those spots and problems my acupuncture needles can't help. It's quite an addition in my clinic for healing, and well worth the money I spent. I would say, it takes the Micro5 machine to a whole new level, and has increased my treatment ability and outcome by massive leaps and gains. Thank you again, Brad Wisnant DAOM, LAC. Hi Dr. Ventura, I received my new probe with the iPreset update on my Micro5 the other day. Plugged the probe in and started to treat my hip. Long-standing, 40 years. Plus hip pain due to a head-on collision on a motorcycle. I treated the proximal quadriceps tendon, adductor tendon, RT.C joint, and piriformis all for 3 minutes. I then followed up with 15 minutes with the pads with the eye program. I felt significant decrease in pain. I have increased my treatment time to 5 minutes per area with even better results. Very simple, very effective protocol. Thank you Joe. Dr. Bill Dixon. The AXION 5 is the most versatile piece of equipment a doctor can have in his office. It eliminates the need for EMS, lasers, and ultrasound by having the ability to combine pain control, anti-inflammation, and healing all in one machine. I wanted a machine that worked on healing and quick pain relief. The AXION 5 delivers such results. After an adjustment, I use the pain frequency followed by the healing frequency. So the patient has the best possible results in a very short time. Most of the time, a patient comes off the table saying they feel much better and can instantly show an increased ROM. In my opinion, chiropractors are in the business of healing. And, if we can accelerate the rate of healing with a device like the AXION 5, every healing art should be using this low-frequency machine in their practice because it works. Dr. Joe D. Maryland, chiropractor. I purchased the AXION 5 in January of 2018 hoping that it would help my pro rodeo barrel horse come back after a ligament tear in her foot. After we got the ligament healed and started her on an exercise program, we found a chip in her knee that most likely occurred during the same incident. Surgery to remove the chip revealed cartilage damage in that knee as well, and of course, the surgery itself has left her with some arthritis now too. So long story short, I have used the AXION 5 on a ligament injury, cartilage damage, and arthritis, and it truly does everything Dr. Ventura claims it does. My horse is back to winning rodeos and is incredibly sound at every vet checkup. I treat her knee 2-3x a week and give her a whole body treatment at least once a week to combat muscle soreness and the general aches and pains that come with her being a professional athlete. I can't say enough good things about this machine. I won't go without it. LWL. As a practitioner, I have been applying microcurrent as a main method of treatment for over 6 years. After evaluating effectiveness in treatment with different application methods including graphite gloves, pads, magnetic converters, and through needles, I have grown to appreciate the AXION iProbe for its effectiveness in local treatments. AXION iProbe applies microcurrent in the same cross pattern for those who apply frequencies. I've found improvements can take mere minutes, and will routinely use the AXION probe at the end of a treatment for the spot locations that can remain after a larger scale treatment. I use multiple microcurrent machines and have decided to purchase another probe for times when I need it for multiple rooms. As a practitioner who applies microcurrent, I highly recommend the AXION probe for a quick, effective treatment for local applications. David Dennis, RAC, CLXT.